We just came back from Frankfurt and there was a panel there, and I sat on a panel for national interest waivers, and in particular national interest waivers as it relates to entrepreneurs and doing petitions for them. And I think a few key takeaways from that. So one is that if you are doing a national interest waiver petition and when you're looking at meeting the threshold requirements, so you have to have an advanced degree, so it's either going to be a master's degree, or it's going to be bachelor's plus 5 years of experience, or it's going to be exceptional ability. Those, however you're meeting the threshold requirements, they do have to be related to the endeavor that you're doing. So if you're doing, if you're an entrepreneur and you have an MBA, no problem. But if you are doing an endeavor and you have, like, let's say a master's degree in philosophy or something like that, if you're doing an entrepreneurial endeavor, then you wouldn't qualify even under the threshold criteria. Another kind of key takeaway from the national interest waiver panel that I spoke at, related to entrepreneurs, is that you can't just make general claims about job creation, because one of the things with national interest waiver is that you do have to show that the endeavor that you're coming to the United States to do is in the national interest, and sometimes that might be that you plan on creating U.S. jobs and the U.S. finds that very important. But you can't just start an entity and submit a business plan and say that you're going to create hundreds of jobs. The government doesn't accept that. They're going to want a lot more proof. They're going to want maybe proof that you've already created some jobs, so you might include tax returns, things like that, showing that you have paid wages over time. It might be that you're accepted into some incubator. It might be that you've capitalized the company. And so, combination of all of these different things to show that you really are going to be able to do what it is that you said. It could be that you have an economist report, etc. So really, they're not just going to take your word for it. They really are going to want to see some progress towards that endeavor. So those are a couple of really key takeaways for NIW petitions as they relate to entrepreneurs. Thank you.